I still have the stitches in it.
I got a tail here if you decide you want to talk about it or
Oh,
do
yes,
anything
yes.
with it.
Yes.
Okay, you're live.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
This is Tatyana, and she is going to share some recipes. The first one she's going to share is the borscht recipe.
Borscht is Ukrainian or even Russian soup. Soup that is different from other soups because it contains beets. Beets and cabbage, the main ingredients.
So beets and cabbage are the main ingredients in borscht, and people make it different wherever they came from, and they use a variety of things.
Okay, the first ingredient is the beet. It needs to be made, prepared first because it takes a little bit more time than other ingredients. So what we will do, we peel it, washed, of course, peeled, and we slice it like tiny slice. We can slice this way, but I used to slice like tiny slices, or I do this way. Okay, and we make tiny as possible strips. You keep your finger up so it will not cut it.
Don't want to add any heat to the recipe.
You know, it's a lot of work, a lot of ingredients, but it's worth it. Because even people who eat junk food and when they get sick, they are looking something that fills and that will be light, not make your body use all energy to digest this food. And it's fillable like you have a chicken. You know, I know the person who is diabetic, and always when he gets sick, he asks me to make borscht. Yes, and so you make it like tiny strips. It's okay if they're not perfect. You put them on the skillet with little bit oil. I don't see my oil. Oh, here's it. I use grapeseed oil. It's the best oil for cook. It has a higher temperature to make it
It doesn't smoke. With a high temperature, it doesn't smoke. And once an oil smokes, it shouldn't be eaten. You have to wipe it out and start over. So this you can cook with a higher temperature.
Okay, you also can grate. It's grate, right? Mm-hmm. You can grate it. I like sharp graters. But either way is good. Just this will be a little bit small strips, and the first way will be a little bit, thicker. Okay, so we usually have a skillet which is warmed up and with oil on it, and we will put beets on that skillet. And saute them with little oil on medium heat. When beets are almost ready, we turn them in, change them, rotate them so they will not burn or not cook evenly. After that, we add diced tomatoes. And the first to make it, I usually put heat a little bit more, and when tomatoes came in, I mix it. And also, I have a secret ingredient that even not all Russians know that. This is a pepper eggplant paste. It's not tomato sauce, I say pepper tomato sauce. I buy big jar.
Is that red sweet peppers?
Sweet peppers.
Red sweet peppers.
Onions, tomatoes, and little bit eggplant. It's sold in European stores, but I found one in Trader Joe's. I'm not advertising Trader Joe's. everyone knows it, this store, but the small jar, I don't have it with me, didn't have time to stop by and buy to show you, but you can find it in bruschetta area. Where is a bruschetta? Where is a, kind of pasta sauce on the bottom shelf. They have like this orange tomato spread or pepper spread or pepper eggplant chutney, something like this. It's very good. Go into the beets when it's sauteed with tomatoes.
How much do you put in?
For this amount of borscht, what we cooked, like full amount, maybe cup of this. So if you cook less, you put half cup or 3/4 of cup. So I like it a little bit more. It has a little spicy taste, not much, because maybe some sweet tomatoes become a little bit like they mix with grows in the same field with spicy peppers. I mean, yeah. So it's become a little bit spicy. Also, I prepare water, put on heat, and the first ingredient what I put is bay leaves, 1 or 2. But if it's big, it's 1. If it's small, just 2. After that, when water boils, I will take celery stalks, maybe 3 celery stalks, and usually I chop them very small pieces, but this time I didn't have much time and I have a little like kitchen processor. I put them in there and they was nice diced, like it's not paste, but it's very tiny diced. It's very good for digestion, very good for health. I put, like say, can I put?
Yeah.
I put celery, chop onion, small pieces. You know how to dice onion, small as possible, and put onion in there. Put carrots in there. Okay, it comes to the boil. At the same time, I peel potato and add potato cubes. It says 2 potato or 3. It's, like this, I took 3. Like if it will be just bigger, it will be 2. I cut them in like 1/2-inch cubes. Or we can cut here. And when our vegetables already become to the boil, we put potatoes. When these all ingredients become to the boil again, we put salt. Maybe 1 tablespoon of salt. I use light salt. It has half of sodium, half potassium. We don't need much sodium in our body. We may eat less salty. Some of you maybe get used to low salt, but some people does not. So they may use this light salt. It has half potassium, half sodium. I put 1 tablespoon.
Of the light. If you're going to use regular salt, you need less.
Yes. Okay, and after that, I prepare cabbage. I get like green cabbage or fresh cabbage, cut in half, and I have a like mandolin and make it very tiny, like small strips. I like small because a big one, sometimes the cabbage becomes thick. And I would like to give you suggestion how to choose cabbage. If cabbage has a thick leaf stems, it was used a lot of pesticides and herbicides and a lot of ingredients to make it, grow, but it will be extra. So that's why the stems where the leaves grow on cabbage, they become thicker. When they are medium size, like quarter of inch, they are like maybe organic or use it less.
Pesticide.
Yeah. So it's, I choose by this way. And one cabbage maybe has a thick leaves, stems, and another has a less. So I choose that one, and thicker when its head is more thicker. So I shred cabbage, and when potatoes maybe cooked 5-10 minutes, depend of like red and white potatoes cook faster, and baked potatoes cook a little bit longer. When it's become after 5 minutes, when it's cooked and put salt in it, I put cabbage in it. So when cabbage become to
Tender.
yeah, maybe 3-5 minutes, depending on the cabbage. When it's become to the boil, I forgot to say I prepare beans. Beans I soak overnight in water, and for this amount I used like maybe half pound of dry pinto beans. I like pinto beans because they're a little bit sweeter and good texture and good taste. And like half pound of beans I soaked overnight with 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda make your beans, if they even 2 years old, they make them tender and cook faster and easy. Because few times I got beans and soak them overnight and cook like usual, and they become like crunchy, still crunchy. I cook them more and they still crunchy. So baking soda helps like make water a little bit more softer and make beans cook faster and evenly, and even the skin of beans not peel it out. So I know this is good. So I cook them also with a little bit salt after they water become to get boiled, and put my famous ingredient like khmeli suneli. It's Georgian spices, the herbs, and usually salt is not an ingredient, maybe sometimes the very last ingredient.
Before you get that.
This
Yeah.
is called KMELI-SUNELI. The ingredients are coriander seed, dried parsley flakes, dill weed, dried basil, sweet paprika, celery, sweet savory, marjoram, fenugreek, and ground bay leaves. It's a product of Lithuania.
So we have to go there and get it?
Where do you buy this?
I bought them in a Russian store in Vancouver, but this kind of does not sell everywhere. I have plenty enough to sell everyone, but I have also this similar khmeli suneli that I bought in like 2-pound bag, and I can give for free, so everyone can taste it. Like heaping tablespoon of this spice or herbs for free. Okay, so I give everyone. If someone would like to try this, I can sell it for the same price I bought it. I just would like to share, because in Lithuania is very northwest, and Georgia is southeast from like Soviet Union, from Russia. But even Lithuanian people like this in like herbs and like mix of herbs, like bouquet of herbs, and they use it. And even the best selling herbs in America is khmeli suneli. So, but also I add some organic no salt seasoning from Costco. It doesn't have salt, and all ingredients are organic. They also has a dried garlic and onion in it. So it's, if someone does not have khmeli suneli, they can use this. But this herbs has like pepper in it. Can you read please the ingredients?
The ingredients of this organic no salt seasoning from Costco are organic onion, organic garlic, organic carrot, black pepper, organic, well, everything's organic, so I'll just read the names. Red bell pepper, tomato granules, organic orange peel, parsley, bay leaf, thyme, basil, celery,
What is it called?
oregano, I'll tell you in a minute, savory, mustard seed, cumin, marjoram, coriander, cayenne pepper, citric acid, and rosemary. And it's called organic no salt seasoning
Yeah.
from Costco.
Yes, this is much more ingredients than melisonelli.
It has many of these ingredients and a couple more.
Yes, yes, right. And also, I would like to suggest you to use nutritional yeast seasoning if someone doesn't know about this. This is natural way to get your vitamin B complex and what else? What